Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Yusuke Urameshi from the series Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, I've recently been rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho because originally I only watched maybe about a quarter of the entire series, but never watched it all to completion. And I am enjoying it. It has held up mostly okay as far as like an old shonen is concerned, because there is a very formulaic structure to it. But for the most part, it is still entertaining. You can see the kernels that would eventually become like Hunter x Hunter in there. But I do enjoy the series for what it is, and I do quite like Yusuke as a protagonist. Now, this is based on his appearance in the Dark Tournament arc, which I think is the most iconic arc in the entire series. And initially it seemed like we were only going to get one Yu Yu Hakusho figure, but we do actually have two, so Yusuke and Toguro. And it is cool that they've at least paired a hero with a villain. And realistically, this figure is everything you need as representative of the character and the franchise, which is really cool. I do like that we're getting more figures like this, like the Yusuke, now the upcoming Gintama figure, and stuff like that. But we will be getting right into it. So out of the box, Yusuke comes with quite a bit actually, which I like. So he's got 5 faces, an alternate hairpiece, a charging spirit gun effect part, a spirit gun blast effect, as well as several different hands and a couple unique hands, as well as his spirit animal. All of the faces are very well detailed. Some of them do look very similar when they're in the tray, but trust me, when you put them on the head itself, you do actually notice that difference. Now, I did buy this pre-owned, so there is an error on one of the faces. I'm not sure if it's noticeable on camera, but I will just preface that. But taken out of the box and put on a display here is Yusuke, and he's looking quite good. Again, this is his look during the Dark Tournament, so he does not have his green school uniform, which is kind of funny because that uniform didn't really match anyone else in the school, same as Kurobara's, but it's, protagonists, they need to stand out. But this is the Dark Tournament look, so specifically sort of the outfit he was wearing while training with Genkai, and it looks pretty good, feels very accurate to the source material. There's no battle damage or anything on it. To be fair, it was pretty worn out in that arc, but I think having a clean look was probably for the best. And much like normal S.H.Figuarts, there's not a lot of paint here, but that's perfectly fine. It captures the character just fine as is. I could have probably used with the yellow on his shirt being just a touch darker, or like a little bit more like of a deeper yellow, but it is fine as is. But moving right along to posability, he's pretty good. So he's got a ball joint in the head and neck, which allows for really good range of motion, everything you sort of need for looking up and down. Nothing too crazy, but it's perfectly fine. The arms can rotate all the way around. He can butterfly in, no problem. And that works pretty damn well. He's got an upper arm swivel, bend at the elbow, which is a really, really good elbow bend, as well as a ball hinge at the wrist. He's got a ball joint in the chest, which allows for some arcing, crunching, and side to side, which is also very nice. He's got a swivel at the waist. The belt can also rotate just a little bit. Do the splits that far, kick forward and back that far. There is a swivel at the upper thigh, bend at the knees, which is very good as well, pivot at the ankle, and hinge at the ankle, as well as a hinge at the toe. And that's it. It is a pretty standard amount of posability, but all of the range of movement is very, very good on this figure, which is good because having a Yusuke figure being very expressive for posing is great, because he was put in some pretty awkward positions and he does tend to fight pretty nimbly and awkwardly as well, and I feel like this will capture that character very well for good action poses, especially if you pair him with the Toguro figure. Now, in terms of faces, he has 5 faces. So he's got a smirking face out of the box, which looks really, really nice. He's got a neutral, determined looking face. He's got a teeth gritted, angry face. He's got a mouth open, shouting face, as well as a comedic, pissed off face. And all of these look really, really good. I especially like the detail on his base hair because it really captures that look from the anime while still being a 3D object, which is really, really impressive. It's very hard to achieve that in any sort of figurine. And then he's got his normal hair, so not like slicked back or anything. It's sort of what you see when he's been roughed up a lot or just when he wakes up. So it's an interesting sort of look. Not my favorite look for Yusuke, but it is cool that they've got it, and looks pretty decent, all things considered. And of course that is compatible with all his other faces, even though I didn't film that. But again, with all those accessories, you can get him into some pretty good poses. Obviously, he looks best with his spirit gun charging, running around, supporting one hand with the other, as well as blasting the spirit gun. And it all looks rather good. I do think they could have used just a touch more paint on the spirit gun charging effect to make it look like it was sort of like pulsing with power, but just the clear blue piece is fine as is. And all the other accessories are quite good. Again, I did get this pre-owned, so there are some minor errors on it. It is on the shouting face. I don't know if that's really noticeable at all. It's basically like, looks like scratches on the face. They're not colored or anything, but like if you rub your finger across it or shine light in a specific way, you will see it. And the launching effect part for the spirit gun is bent slightly, and there are some little speckles on it of dirt that wouldn't rub off, but I don't think they're too noticeable, especially in the footage that I've taken. But overall, a really, really solid figure. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any issues with it getting it into any of the poses I wanted it to get in. I've basically been trying to replicate any promo images I could find, and sometimes coming up with more original poses myself. But when I do a bunch of reviews in a row, I do kind of check out a little bit. So I might not pose them as crazy as I would like, or come up with as many original poses as I'd like. So trying to replicate promo poses is typically what I try to do, because if you can't accomplish what was shown in the advertisements, it's a little bit of a shame for a posable figure. But I had a lot of fun with this, and I think I was able to achieve everything just fine. And if you were looking for a posable Yusuke figure, this is pretty much the best one you can get. I'm sure there are a couple floating around, like maybe a 3-0 or something like that, but I feel like this captures Yusuke at a really good time, and having it in the sort of 1/12-ish scale works even better. Just a really solid figure all around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm hard at work making new videos for the channel. Now, while I'm happy with where the channel is right now, I could use your help. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and recommends my channel to more people. So if you like any of my videos, please let me know, it really helps out. And if you liked this one, please let me know too. It means a lot to me, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys.